Good evening, all. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your metal market wrap-up for this Thursday, and we are now at the 29th of July. Tomorrow's the last trading day of the month, and this is 2021, and we're coming on now to 7 at night. All right, so in looking at the markets, good day in the metal markets. Still only gave back $1, but solid performance day. Copper's done well too, staying here in the 450s. Dollar got hit as the world took a look at what the FOMC decision was yesterday and saying to itself, well, the Fed's not raising interest rate. That removes sort of a prop right there. The COVID cases are getting worse. The federal government in the U.S. is talking of masks in all federal facilities, and now I'm understanding in the state of Illinois, we might be getting that back, going back into stores and so on. Not as bad as we had it before, but certainly something to worry about. A little bit of a correction still going on in the nat gas and the other energies. Bonds and notes staying well bid. So, in the gold market, the battle this week has been against the 18-day average of closes. The market won it today as the market took off to the upside with most of the gain of the week, and we're up almost 1.5% for the week. So far, going into the close, we're looking bullish. You can see that big spike, and that's why I say most of the gain was this week, and you can see what the market did. It broke a downtrend line. Now, let me just show you this. I was looking at that. This is yesterday, and I was looking at that line last night and going, I don't know if it's important to show because we're not over it. Well, you went over it today with a decisive move. So now, on pullbacks, wherever that line comes in, it's another support zone. That's how traders often look at support resistance zones, and you did break through that. I'm concerned that you got up to the 200-day average. You know, that's a long-term moving average of importance. And the market had been under it, got over it for a while, and once it got back under it, it has stayed there, and it has stayed there since June. So this is an important area to look at. Once you cleared that number, you went to the highs of the year. So important, and I pay attention to those things to see what they're doing. The Bollinger Band today turned out to move even higher. Yesterday, that band was a bit lower as I was looking at it. In fact, last night it was in the 1826 area as the market was just getting going off when it first opened, and then it all came back to the upside. But that combination, lethal, I think the pros took money off the table today. I know you're not going to like me to say that. When I look at the slow stochastics, overbought. So it's a combination of in a resistance zone, now overbought. I know it broke out of a downtrend, but that doesn't mean it has to run dramatically higher. When you look at the gold-silver ratio, still not favoring silver. Gold is still there. Although silver's made some inroads back, okay, but not yet ready to do anything. And unlike the gold chart, you have a lower low, higher high, but layers of resistance here without a trend to the upside and not anything else really going for it. It's a market that probably ended a swoop to the downside, and I can't say too much more about that. In the copper, you put back in an uptrend with today's action with higher lows, higher highs, but you're so overbought it's difficult to want to buy here into the upper Bollinger Band. You did have a bullish crossover. I pointed that out to you. This was the market on Wednesday, and if you took a look, you saw that the 18-day average had snuck over that 100, and you got a little bit of a follow-through today from that, too. You always look at those because some of the algorithms, they look at crossovers, and you have to understand what they might be thinking. I don't know what they're all thinking. I don't think anyone does. I think that's in the price action. Platinum's still bearish. Oversold, but still very much in a downtrend. To negate that, you got to take out the highs of right now 1081.30, and even if you do, you're right into the resistance of the 18-day average. What about going short? Well, I'd be concerned. You're so oversold. Palladium market, you had a bearish crossover move. What do I mean by that? Take a look at the 18 and the 100-day averages. Last night, 2731.86 is above the 100-day at 2729. Today you got the bearish crossover in the two. That's an awful lot of resistance on rallies. So, and it's also not a sign that you'd have legs to the upside as the shorter term average, the 18, is under the 100. So that's part of the bearishness there. But the oversold nature of the market keeps a guy like me away from it. In the dollar index, well, you've gone from upper band to lower band. Remember, I have that phone? Hello, is this my psychiatrist? Help me. It didn't follow through on the upside. It's now down. Is it going to follow through on the downside? Markets that do that typically leave you in problems. Now, we do have a price count. Now, price counts are something unique we have. I'll talk about that next week in our ads and so on. It's a measurement tool. Think of it as swing lines and Fibonacci on steroids. Got it? And it activated downside counts today. That's where it might go. It is not a signal that you go short off of that. We wait. Let the market get away from being oversold. I don't think you want to do that, nor do I ever think you want to sell underneath a lower Bollinger Band. In Ethereum, I think you're right at the area where it's going to have trouble and fail. Right here, 24.29 to 24.81. That's the zone, the 100-day average to the 18 and an overbought condition. Am I bearish? No. That's where I think it's going to fail. There's a huge difference in those two words. I'm in the bull camp, not the bear camp in that. So next week, what we'll do is we'll have the live webinars again. I used this week to catch up. I had so much going on in my own home this week. It was crazy. And my wife's been gone this week, so she'll be back with me. And we'll see what goes from there. So I'm Ira Epstein. I will talk to you all over the weekend. Remember, we do the weekend updates for you, and I'll have them out over the weekend. I don't know if they'll be tomorrow or Saturday. It'll be one of the 2 days. Have a great day.